Hello there, Capricorn. Welcome to my channel. I really appreciate you being here. Today I am going to be doing your weekly reading for the week of May 17th. So this is a reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If the message doesn't resonate with you, then please check out your Rising, Moon, or Venus signs because there might be a message there for you. And if you like the content that I create, I really would appreciate it if you would like, share, or subscribe. It really helps to build my channel. So we're going to first take a look at the overall energies for you next week, and then we'll clarify everything with Tarot. So let's see, we start off with valiant courage, take action with passion. So Capricorn, if there's something that you've been wanting to do, this is the time. You kind of have like this window of opportunity next week to get your courage together and to maybe, take action, take that first step in a new project that you want to do. Or sometimes, having that conversation with somebody that you've been wanting to have. Or, even changing, some kind of habit that you have in your life, trying to eat healthier foods or exercise more or whatever it is. It's time to go ahead and, whatever fears that you're having to face them, to have the courage to do so because you'll feel like it next week. Yeah, because there's some kind of conflict, and this could be, conflict with another person, conflict within your workplace, but it also can be internal conflict, I'm kind of this way, like when you're kind of binging out on the junk food or something, and then you're kind of like, oh, I really need to eat something healthy. You have that internal conflict, knowing that you're not doing something that is really good for you, taking good care of yourself. And so sometimes you have, those feelings of guilt or shame about not taking good care of yourself. So this might be that week that, it's spring, it's time to go ahead and start taking care of yourself or having conversations with people that you may have conflict with. Yes, because you have a great big love. And once again, Capricorn, I'm kind of feeling like this might be a great big love, like coming into loving yourself. And getting over this internal conflict that you have, having the courage to face something in your life that, you just maybe haven't had the energy to do. So let's see what else we have here. Peace. Yeah, because you have peace on the horizon. So by facing this situation, whatever it is, whether it's a relationship, a work situation, or just something, with yourself, by facing that, coming up with the courage to face your fears, take action on it, you're going to bring more peace in your life. So the first step would be to ask yourself, what area of your life are you kind of having that conflict, kind of that, sleepless nights, anxiety, it could be a financial situation. It could be a change you want to make in your life, but you're just not sure if it's the right time. Sure looks like next week or very soon is the right time to do that. And sometimes it's just taking that first step. You don't have to accomplish everything. Just take that first step. So let's look at the Tarot. Yeah, so the center of your spread is the Knight of Pentacles. This is a lovely energy. This is you being grounded. This is slow and steady wins the race. You don't have to, if there's something that you're trying to do, you don't have to worry about finishing it all like next week. Just take that first step and then just try to keep working on it, because by doing that, you're going to get momentum. It'll be like that snowball effect, but you're going to bring in more love for yourself, love in other relationships, just abundance in your life by going ahead and starting to take these very first steps. So let's see what's crossing you next week. This is lovely so far, Capricorn. Ace of Wands. You're having a hard time just getting started, right? The Ace of Wands is like that burst of inspiration. So sometimes when you're having that trouble, one of the good things to do is just, I saw this one time, like you count to 3 and then just move. Like you go 1, 2, 3, and then you step forward. And sometimes what we do is we just have to get ourselves started. Once you get started, like I've been spring cleaning lately, right? And it's like you don't really want to get started, but as soon as you get started, it's kind of fun. You know, it's like, wow, the house smells better, it looks better, everything's more sparkly. So it's just kind of taking that first step, getting the courage to say to yourself, I'm just going to do a little bit. Like, don't worry about finishing, like if it's spring cleaning, don't worry about cleaning the entire house. Just think about what's one little thing I can do. Just clean out one drawer or one closet, or, you know, just a little thing, and it'll make a big difference. It'll get you started. Okay, so underneath you have 6 of Wands. See, you have victory on your side. You have a lot of positive things, and by taking this action, you're actually going to tell the universe that you're ready to go on, you know, this new path, this new journey, start this new project, this new relationship, whatever it is. And by taking that first step, then guess what? The universe is going to back you up. They're going to give you some support. So what's above you? 10 of Swords. You're at the end of a cycle. So, and this is, you know, kind of like a long drawn out thing, right? So it's not, you know, it's been with you for a while, but the truth of the matter is that the situation is over. Whether this is a relationship, a job, or, you know, just a bad habit that you've had, you know, it's come to an end, and it's time to put it to the end, because you have the Ace of Wands here, right? It's like you're ready to step into that next cycle, but you're just kind of like stopping yourself. Okay, so we have 2 for the past. Well, actually 3. Okay, so you have the Devil, the King of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. Okay, this looks like a relationship. And you could be the Queen of Cups. I'm kind of feeling like you're the Queen of Cups and you've been dealing with a King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is somebody that's really grounded, but maybe isn't completely loving. You know, expressive in their love. And you're a person that is very expressive in your love. And gender doesn't matter, so you can switch the genders or whatever, however you're resonating. But with the Devil card here, it's kind of like you've been stuck holding on to this relationship, or what you think this relationship should be. And I have a feeling, because you have the 10 of Swords here above you, if this relationship hasn't ended, it's definitely in conflict, because you have the conflict card here. And you're kind of like attached to it, right? It's like you're not ready. You know it's at the end, but you're not ready to step out of that cycle. But here's the thing. Right? You have the 6 of Wands. So you definitely have victory on your side. The universe is on your side. And this courage card is taking the courage to realize that this relationship, whether this is a romantic relationship or, you know, some other kind of work relationship, family, friend, this relationship is over. And just having the courage, right, to see how this card, you know, she's like turned her back on the past. She's turned her back on the past and she's only looking forward. And I think that that's what Spirit is drawing you to, because ahead of you, you have a great big love, whether this is love for yourself, love for your work, love for another person. And this new love is going to bring you peace. So you have a lot to look forward here, Capricorn. So you want to go ahead and take those first initial steps. And like I said, it's just taking that first step. It'll really help you. Yeah, because in the future, you have the 8 of Cups. Once again, turning your back on this past situation or relationship and walking forward. And, you know, this is not like, you know, both of these cards, look at how similar they are, right? It's kind of like a bittersweet moment. It's not like she's running away. There's no daggers here or anything. It's just realizing that the situation is over. The relationship is over. And it's just, It's just time to move on. Okay, so in your present energy, you have the Seven of Wands. This is great. This is you standing in your power, getting on top of things, because sometimes when things come to an end or we're at the very end of a cycle, it sometimes is difficult. We kind of feel like, you know, we don't have the strength to go on. Or, you know, you have the Knight of Pentacles. This has been going on for a long time. For some of you, it could have been going on for weeks or months, maybe even years, right? And it's like, it's taken you a long time to kind of get on top of it. But here you are, you have the Victory card, you have the Seven of Wands, so you're definitely stepping into your power. Really nice. Three of Wands, this is your environment. You've been waiting for this. You kind of have been waiting for this emotional end to this situation. And, you know, look at her. She has her surfboard. She's ready to go out into the world, right? And that's how you are. You're like standing on the brink, right? Once again, she has her back to the past, right? She's looking forward. She's getting ready to walk through those torches or wands there, right? And she's like ready to do it, but she hasn't taken that first step. And that's what I think Spirit is trying to get you to do, is to have the courage to take that very first step. By taking that very first step, everything's going to start falling into place. So don't be afraid. Take the first step. I really think it's interesting that you really do. Even this Knight of Pentacles, right? All four of these cards are people walking, taking a step forward. And it's just a step. It's not like a jump or a leap or a gallop away, right? It's just a step. And so I think that that's what you have to keep in mind, is it's that slow and steady wins the race. You don't feel like you're in competition with anybody, right? You're going to go at your own pace, but it is time to take a step. Very nice. Okay, so your hopes and fears are the Star. You're hoping, right, that you're going to heal from this past situation. You're hoping that your light will shine again, that you'll find love again, or you'll find passion in your work again, that whatever has ended, you're hoping, you're wishing on a star, right? You're wishing on a star for something in the future. And that's a great thing, Capricorn. You don't want to get too stuck in wishing, right? You have to also take action. When we're trying to manifest, sometimes, you know, people concentrate on just, you know, vision boards and journaling and all of that. All that helps, all that works, but you also have to put in a little bit of work, right? You have to help the universe along. You have to take those steps so that they know that you really want it. Oh my gosh, look at this. You have the World card. So this is you. Knight of Wands, Nine of Wands, Justice, the Wheel. You have so much wonderful coming your way. So here you are, you're stepping out of this past situation. You're really turning your back on it. Don't look back. Like, keep taking that step forward. Don't look in the rearview mirror. Just keep looking forward and keep on walking, because you're getting ready to step into this whole new world. So some of you might feel like you're kind of in between worlds, you know, that kind of void. The old world has kind of stopped, you know, but the new hasn't started. So like, you know, you may have ended a relationship, but you haven't actually started a new relationship. Maybe you haven't even started dating or something. Or you've ended an old job, and maybe you have a new job, but you haven't actually started it yet. Or you've sold your house, but oh, we have the Temperance card. It was in this deck by accident. And you know, that's patience, having patience and confidence in yourself. Really nice. But you know, when you're in between worlds, sometimes we get a little impatient with ourselves, or we feel like we're not doing enough to move ourselves forward. But this is Spirit just telling you, just take little steps. Just concentrate on the little steps, and it'll all add up. Okay, so we're going to clarify this Ten of Swords. We have Hierophant, Three of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. So this is, this is kind of like a relationship. The Hierophant can mean like a long-term committed relationship. It can also mean like a belief system or an organization. And with this Ten of Swords, you're kind of like changing this, right? You're ending something. There's been something painful with this relationship or this belief system or whatever. You really did try to work it out. With the Three of Pentacles, you were really trying to work it out and you gave it all of your love, right? But here's the thing with the Ace of Cups, it means that you have new love on the horizon. You do have new love on the horizon. That's nice to know. Okay, so let's see what this Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Wands are. Queen of Swords, Judgment, the Star, Justice on the bottom. Wow. Okay, Capricorn, this is you getting clarity, stepping into, what is it that you want, right? You're wishing on a star, but what is it you're wishing for? You're getting really clear about that. You're kind of finding your direction. And, it's kind of like, here she is, kind of walking away, but she's not on a path, right? She's kind of like in the middle of a field or a meadow or something like that. There's not a direct path. And maybe that's where you've been, like you've been kind of feeling like you're wandering. Same thing with your Knight of Pentacles, your energy that's right now. He's kind of like in the middle of a field, not really on a path. And maybe this is you getting really clear about the path that you want to go on. And understanding, judgment. This is you judging what it is that you want for yourself in your life. And also walking away from the fear of what others are going to judge you for. So, for instance, if you're ending the relationship, you may be concerned, what are other people going to say about me ending the relationship? Or if you're changing jobs, you might be concerned because people might say, well, why are you leaving that great job? Or moving homes or whatever it is, you're concerned about what maybe other people might think. But you're getting clear and you're willing to go your own way. Here's the Star card again. By doing this, by taking these first steps, by choosing which path you want to go on, you're going to actually step into a lot of healing, because it's kind of like you're going to be building up your self-confidence. You're going to say to yourself and to the universe, okay, this is what I want. And, loving yourself enough to go for it. For some of you, you may have put a lot of effort, a lot of energy, either into a relationship or a role that you played in the past. And so, this is, your way of kind of getting yourself back on track. Okay, all of these fell out when I was clarifying the Six of Wands. So I'm going to take them, but wow, there's a lot here. So there has been a tower moment somewhere along the way. This could be the ending of a relationship, or this could be you just kind of like finally figuring out like that your life wasn't the way you wanted it to be, and you were willing to start walking away from it, even though you didn't know where it was. This is leading you to the Hangman, is that waiting energy again. You've been waiting for the wisdom. What am I supposed to do, right? But here you are. You're finally taking action. You're going to take those first steps. And even if you're not sure if the first step is in the right direction, just taking that first step starts this ball to roll, and you'll come into the wisdom, right? Your intuition will start kicking in and lead you onto the right path. So don't worry if your first step is the wrong step or the right step. Just take a step and it will help you. Your guides, your angels will help guide you to the next step so that you can keep the action going. This is really nice because you have the Five of Wands here. It's your conflict. By taking action, you're going to get over this internal conflict in your mind about, am I on the right path? Where am I supposed to be going? Have I made the right decisions in the past? All of those things that are up in our heads. And this is bringing you the end of something, but also a transformation for yourself, within yourself. And once again, this is all clarifying that Six of Wands energy. You've been already through it. You're at the end of the cycle. So don't feel like you're just beginning this painful voyage. What you have in front of you is so positive. So Capricorn, don't be afraid to take that step. Don't be afraid. Okay, let's look at the Seven of Wands. We have the King of Wands, the Three of Cups, and the King of Swords. So this is kind of like you. I feel like these kings, because we have the Seven of Wands here, I feel like these kings are your energy. You have the swords and the wands, getting clear and taking action on what it is that you want to celebrate about you and your life and where you're going next. Really nice energy. So when you get those like little bursts of energy, little bursts of magic, now that's, you know, that's coming from your guides, your angels, or, you know, they're like, okay, let's get it going and take advantage of them. You know, turn on the music, do whatever it is that you like to do. When you need to get a little inspiration, you know, for me, it's like turn on the music and dance a little bit. And then once I get kind of going, then, you know, you can just keep it going. So let's look at this Eight of Cups. You have the Emperor, the Eight of Cups, the Four of Wands. Yeah, you're walking away from someone. The Emperor is someone that, once again, is kind of like, you know, has total control. So you're walking away from a situation that you felt like you didn't have control, and you're looking forward to something that's a little bit more stable. You're looking for something stable and happy, you know. Okay, so with the Three of Wands, we have the Two of Pentacles. That's kind of juggling all your different ideas. Which direction should I go? Eight of Swords, self-doubt. Page of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, you're just not sure exactly where you're going, or if it's kind of like having confidence in yourself. You're not really sure that you have the confidence to maybe make the right decision about the first step, or what path you should go on. But with this Page of Wands, it's really seriously about just taking that first step, and then the inspiration for the next step will come. And whatever this is that you're going down, it's long term. You're trying to build something stable for yourself long term, and it looks nice. It really does. So let's look at this Star card. What do we have here? Ten of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, the Devil. Okay, so you really are trying to turn the wheel against something that was toxic in the past. And it was a true burden. You have something here that was a burden to you, either financially, emotionally, physically, and you know, you were really attached to it. There was something toxic with that relationship or that situation, that job, whatever it is. You're trying to turn the wheel, and you will. And by turning the wheel, walking away from this, shutting it down, right? Really ending it, you will bring in that star. Because, you know, the thing is with the Wheel of Fortune, if you want it to turn, you got to take the step. You got to get the momentum going. And once it starts going, you can't go backwards. Right? I mean, the wheel only moves forward. So once you get it going, you don't go back. Okay? So that's really nice. Yeah, the Star card is saying don't go back. Keep moving forward. And, you know, it's hard to move forward because when we move forward, we're moving into something that's unfamiliar, right? The past is always easy because even though it could be toxic or not good for us, we're just constantly like, it's familiar. So it seems better in a way because we know how to deal with it. Whereas the future, we're not really sure how to deal with it because it's just unfamiliar, but it doesn't mean that it's not right for us. Okay, so let's see what this world is. You have the Seven of Swords, the Magician, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups on the bottom. Okay, this is on your spiritual path. This is definitely something that is on your path for you to learn a spiritual lesson. You are going to step into a new world. But to do that, right, you're walking away from, this is kind of like deceitful, sneaky kind of behavior. You're walking away from that. You're planting your seeds in some new areas of your life. You're looking at all of your different options. You're manifesting. Look at this. You're manifesting, this is incredible, abundance in money, love, joy, and with the King of Cups. I mean, that's just beautiful. That's just so beautiful. I mean, you can't ask for more than that, right? Oh, Capricorn, that's beautiful. Yeah, you need to turn the wheel. You just definitely have to turn the wheel. Okay, so I'm going to get a creativity oracle card. Let's see what we have here. All right. I don't want to shuffle. We'll get one of these, and then I am going to get a couple of twin flame because it does seem like, for some of you at least, this is a love relationship. Precision, the desire to do things precisely, is useful as long as it does not devolve into rigidity. And I think this is the courage. I think what you're doing is like you're not taking that step forward because you want to do it perfectly. You want to do it precisely. You want to know that it's going to work out. Well, guess what? You have the Six of Wands here. It's going to work out. So you just need to take that first step. This is the universe just saying, take that first step. Really clear message there. Okay, so Capricorn, if there's something you need to do, you know what it is, right? That's going to be different for everybody. There's a step you need to take. Take that first step and everything else is going to fall into place. Winter, you feel out in the cold. Your answers arrive in winter. So for some of you, you have left maybe a love relationship. You're feeling kind of out in the cold, like you're having to do everything on your own. But by taking this first step and walking into this new world, you are going to have a lot of abundance come your way. It's just that you have to have the courage to take that first step. Really nice energy. Okay, chaser, in pursuit, convincing, rejection. Let them go, let it be. Yeah, it's time to let this situation in the past go. Close that door. Close that door and step into your new world. Because as long as they are still in your energy field, you can't bring in anybody new. Okay, so you have to let them go. Release, loosen your hold, relax, unwind, release fear, anxiety, and doubt. Yeah, this is finding the courage to release, to surrender to the universe. Say, okay, this is what I want, wishing on that star. This is what I want, and this is the first step I'm going to take to get it. And a big part of it is letting go of the... Okay, so I'm going to pull a love oracle card for you. Wow, that popped out. Okay, so here's the artwork. So beautiful. Okay, life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. And this is letting go, like once again, releasing whatever occurred in the past, letting it go and taking that step forward. And sometimes, you could have like a burning ceremony or, some type of way to actually kind of, close out the past if you need to, write a letter to that person or write a letter to that situation, just saying it's over. And then I'm moving forward. And if you can, it's sometimes hard, but sometimes you do. You just have to say goodbye and not just goodbye for now, but just like goodbye, right? Depending on how toxic, we did have the devil card. If it's a toxic situation, you want to close it down as much as you can. positive outcome. At this very moment, you are sowing the seeds of your future. Oh my gosh. And you had the 7 of Pentacles here, right? And I said, you're sowing the seeds for your future through your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and attitudes. Whether through love, fear, or indifference, you're always creating something. So remember to keep your thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes positive, and you will create a positive outcome. And that is just so perfect for this reading because, you know, when we're still looking at the past, sometimes what we do is, you know, we can remember the sweet times, but we can also kind of like fester on the bad things about the past. And as long as we keep thinking about it or festering about it, we can't move forward. And so this is really, you know, Spirit once again saying, you know, don't worry about what happened in the past. Put it to bed. Put it in the closet and shut the door and don't look at it again. And take that step forward. And it doesn't mean that those thoughts won't pop up every once in a while. But just be grateful for those thoughts, grateful for the lessons that you learned, and take the love for yourself and step into your brand new future. Because, oh my goodness, Capricorn, it's so bright. It's so lovely. It's just what you want. So have the courage and take that very first step. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I do wish you all the lots of love and light in this situation and all your situations. Bye for now, Capricorn.